you've learned how to play your first 7 major chords in the cowboy position, the open chord position. The A, the B, which you might play like that, the C, the D, the E, the dreaded F for beginners. Yes, and it should hurt your wrist and your hands for a few weeks or months even, because I remember it as a child or a teenager. And your G. I showed you how to play a G major 7 by adding the major 7th, the note below the root, the G. Now, chords are based on intervals, and I will go into that a little bit deeper as the video progresses. But if you type my name, Mike DeBrain 5538, my YouTube channel, and you just search intervals in the title of any of my many videos, it's about 1,000 of me jamming, and my lessons when I'm sitting horizontally like this. When I'm standing behind a microphone and howling, then I'm having a jam. You can see what I can do. But they're all originals, 99.9% of them. That's the direction of my channel. I need to do original music and jams and techniques and showing you weird sequences like. But we'll get into that. Now, you're at the level now, you've looked up your chord charts on the internet. You know how to play an A. Now, we're going to go through some variations. So you've got an A, and if you add a D note, then you are playing A suspended 4th, just by adding that note. Likewise, if you lift that ring finger, you lift it, and you let the open B string ring out. Now, B is the second note a whole step away. A, B. Then you've got a second, or in a higher octave, it's referred to as a ninth. So, if you've got A major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to A there, then it continues. 9, which is the B note, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, back to 1, which was 1, 8, 7. 1 plus 7 is 8, 8 plus 7, 15. So you get 1 to 14, and you know I've told you 1 flat 2, 2 flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 6, 6, flat 7, 7, 8. And you can go on. 8, flat 9, 9. Flat 10, which is 3 plus 7. 10, flat 11, 11. You need to know these intervals. That's basic. It was in 1959, apparently, in none other than Nashville, where the national numbering system came to be. You use numbers to give chords names. It's like A, you got your root of the A there, you got the perfect 5th. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have the E note. And the C sharp there, 1, 2, 3, it's the major 3rd. So a major chord is a 1, the root or 1, the major 3rd, and the perfect 5th. Interval. A minor chord is root, minor 3rd, perfect 5th. I take the C sharp and I reduce it to a C. And you got A minor. Because you now probably know the A minor chord by now, like you know the E minor chord. Because you know that the major 3rd interval is an A flat for an E major. Because you got E, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, A flat. You reduce it by half step or semitone, and you get to a G. That's the minor 3rd interval. An A to C. You skip 2 frets, 1, flat 2, 2, flat 3. There, I've just taught you all the intervals. And that's how they're used to name chords. So if you did something like this, I'm playing A7, and I'm playing a D note, and I'm playing a C note, which is A minor, dominant 7th, because that's the flat 7th interval there, the G note, because it's 2 frets below the root. And I'm pressing a D, but it's in the next horizontal register, octave. So I've told you a D to an A is 4, because you can go count it 1, 2, 3, fourth interval, but in the next octave horizontally it's referred to as 11. 4 plus 7 is 11. So there you're playing A minor dominant 7th with an added 11th interval. Wow, now we're getting exciting. So I've covered a lot of ground now. And my opening sequence was based on the Led Zeppelin song Babe from my late 60s, I believe, where I'm adding extensions to an A minor chord that you already know. I'm adding the flat 7th, the 6th, because it's just numerical. You can write it down for yourself. And the flat 6, and then back to, that's what that. Beautiful. And in the Rolling Stones song, Angie, A minor. So A to a G is the dominant or flat 7th. So you're playing A minor, dominant 7, briefly. And then this one I love, that Keith Richards came up with. Now that chord, if that was an A minor, and that would be the essence of a B minor, because I'm merely taking the virtual bar there below the nut, which I explained in my first video, if you always wanted to play guitar for absolute beginners. A minor, B flat minor, because I taught you the 12 pitches in an octave using one string. And in this case, I'm using the A string, A, B flat, B. Because I'm actually playing a root 5 chord here. And A is a root 5 chord because you only strum from the 5th string, the A string here, downwards. B minor. Now, Keith Richards went like this, from A minor. That's an interesting one. He adds a flat to a B minor chord, which can be played in the E bar shape here. You know, you've got your E bar, E here, with your virtual bar here below the nut. You following? Your F sharp, G, B, G sharp, A sharp, B, minor, E minor, E, major third there is the A flat, minor third is the open G note. Right, same thing here. B major, B minor. I'm sure you're appreciating all of this, but if you don't, just wind back and go slowly and make notes for yourself. I'm telling you a lot of information very quickly here, at 8.5 minutes. Now, the B minor played here in the A minor bar shape. Then I'm adding this 6 sounding chord, which an A flat to a B is 1, 2, 3 below the B note. So if we named it in intervals, well, we know that's a flat 7th. That's a 6. It's a B minor. That's Angie. B minor 6, you could argue. You see how I named it? Same as that Holsworth chord I showed you in my, if you ever wanted to play guitar video for absolute beginners. That is a 2nd fret. The B string is the 1st fret. The E string is the 3rd fret. And the G string is the 4th fret. Alan Holsworth, Aldo Mihola, use that chord. You can go figure out, choose your root. It's what I would call an advanced chord, but it gives a very exotic sound. I've got an F sharp, I've got the perfect 5th of F sharp, I've got the A and the perfect 5th, the E of A. But you can go work out what the intervals are for yourself and what to call this beautifully sounding chord. Now, it doesn't matter if I'm touching the G string with the one that's fretting the D string, because I'm depressing it at a higher level. You follow? But when you play these chords, you want them to sound clean. Here's that beautiful D6, D major 6. Used in the Sting song with Dominic Miller. I think it was Dominic Miller on Straight Strings to My Heart or something like that. Anyway, just getting on the deep end here for you. Now, we're going to go back to intervals. C major, because those represent all the white keys on a piano or a keyboard if you care. There's 7 of them, and on a standard piano, there's 7 octaves. They just repeat, remember? On a guitar, from an open E to the 12th fret, I'm going to the next octave. And on a 24 fret guitar, you can actually reach 5 octaves, because you've got up to there is 2, but if I go down, that's the 3rd octave, that's the 4th octave, and if I had 24 frets, I would hit the 5th octave on a 24 fret guitar or more. Okay, now we're going to do the notes of C major. I'm going to show you a few different ways you can do it. This is the most common way. And I'm going to C, all the notes are the alphabetical character of C to G. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If I added the sharps, it would be 1, flat 2, 3, flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 6, 6, flat 7, 7, flat 8, flat 9, 9, flat 10, 10, flat 11, 11, because F is 4 to C, you can go count it out, 11, flat 12, 12, 13, 14. Just go work it out, you'll get there. Okay, I'm not going to hold up the lesson now. Now, what I want to show you the magic of how one single note, when you know these things, can change everything. Okay. C major here at the 8th fret in the E bar format. C major here in the A, I'm barring those, in the A shape, and it's a root 5 because my note there is C. A, B flat, B, C. You can see why you need to know the fretboard. Right, so that's also C, but now C major here. The C major scale in 1 octave. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, back to C. Watch here if I start at G. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That is referred to as the Mixolydian mode of the C major scale, the 5th mode. You can go look it up on the internet if you care. You got the Ionian mode, C major. The 2nd mode is known as Dorian. So you go, but you start playing the scale at the next available position, but you use exactly the same notes. So this will take you into when you want to solo. Now, so it goes D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So you can see it's 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5. I'm getting myself 5, flat 6, flat 7, and back to 1. That's Dorian. And then the 3rd mode is called Phrygian, E Phrygian. 1, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. fourth mode is Lydian. Now, C Lydian, just one note difference. C, D, E, F sharp. Now, here's major. Sound spaced out. That's Lydian mode. By merely raising the F in the C major over C major chord, just raising the F to F sharp, it's known as a raised fourth because it's the fourth interval. C, D, E, F, the fourth interval, the fourth note. Okay, I'm just looking at my notes here quickly. What I wanted to tell you: G major. Okay, C major, C, D, E, F, G. When you play G major, look at this. G, A, B, C, D, because you know the shape. E, F sharp, back to G. Magic, eh? Did you notice? If you're paying attention, there's only one note difference. A F sharp in a G major contains a F sharp relevant to a C major. This will all make a lot more sense to you when you start soloing and you'll really get into this music theory. Because when you're playing over progression, you want to target the notes in the chords that you're playing over. So that's why you learn scales. And that's why I'm taking you in the deep end here. I'm showing you the modes. Because if you merely played over C and then you played, you know, you can change the whole flavor, even though you're only playing notes of C major. But I was playing out of D major, but I altered the notes to flats and sharps. But let me just leave it there. And I have got lessons on modes if you're more interested, and what chords to play over when you play a mode. So modal playing is like when you have a long stretch with a band, it's just like stuck in E minor. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you can hear something going on there. And I wasn't playing the notes of E major necessary, because yes, played a little bit of Lydian there. Okay, so now I wanted to so I showed you the C major is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I showed you G mixolydian, which is exactly the same, except the G mixolydian, the seventh is flattened, the seventh note, which is the F. Sorry, yes, G mixolydian. The F sharp becomes an F, and you know that from a C major, the F becomes F sharp when you're playing G major. But if you were playing C and you wanted to play G mixolydian, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now that's that sort of shuffle, you know, I know in the US they like that sort of shuffle blues music, and that's where you use mixolydian mode. Very popular. So you need to know how it's derived, because honestly, when you start getting into soloing, now I know you're beginners, and I'm taking you in quite deep here. Now when you're playing an A chord, and you see a thing called ASUS, it means A suspended. Suspended, you get a suspended fourth and a suspended second. Now I've taught you intervals, so suspended fourth is, you add the D, A, B, C, C sharp, D. You add the D note to an A major chord. A sound you know well. And a suspended second, when you lift your major third, A to C sharp is 1, 2, 3, C sharp, the major third, and you lift the finger, then you're playing the B. Now A to B is the second interval, so now you're playing A suspended second. A major, A sus, S-U-S 2. sus4, major, sus2, you can do it in D, D major, the major third, you can go count it out, D, E, F sharp sits there, add the suspended fourth. G major, sus2, D to E, the suspended second. Or you'll recognize that certainly if you're my age, from the 60s and the 70s. Okay, sus2 and sus4s. So, I've shown you about Jimmy Page's use of chord extensions. A minor, A flat 7, A6, A minor with an added 6 and with an added flat 6. Great. So we've covered a lot of ground there. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about, please let me know, because I love helping people. Oh yes, I want to show you 3 different ways. I'm going to play in A major. Now you know the shape by now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can play it like this. Let's do it in C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You following? That's called a triad, the 3 notes that make up C major. C, E, and G. C, C, E, and G. Go count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that shape there, C major and C minor. Because that's the G there, the 5th. So I'm playing the major third there and the minor third. Hopefully you can use that information. Same as I play a C minor here. A C, a G, and an E. That's C, C major, C, G, and E. And a flat third to a C, skip 2 frets, is an E flat and a G. But this will come in handy when you start to solo, as I say. But it's teaching you how the structure of chords and how you could play a chord on one string. C, E, root, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write it down, C, E, and G. Want to play E minor? C, 2, flat 3, 5. So when Eddie van Halen did things like this, he's playing C, he's playing D, he's playing F, and he's playing A. He's playing D minor. If I did it in C, you might understand. C, E flat, and G. Then he goes and raises the 5th, known as an augmented 5th. So he's playing C minor, because there's the minor third. I skipped 2 frets. And then he's playing the G, the perfect 5th of the C major scale. And if you raise the 5th, it's called augmented 5th, or flat 6. But it's typically known as augmented. to tap now. And it's actually easier than you think. Yeah, when Eddie did that in the late 1970s, everyone goes, whoa, what is that? You know, you add the gain and distortion on. You do that very loud in a football stadium and all of a sudden you become very famous. But he did it with great skill, eh? But that's the theory behind what he's doing. Excuse me. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Here's D minor, because I'm sure you've learned the chord by now. So I'm adding a G to a D scale. So if I was playing D scale, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm playing D minor suspended fourth. Like I was playing D major suspended fourth. Okay, a bit of John Lennon there. So you see how these things fit together. This is a nice one. My drummer once said to me, it's got a fancy name for a simple chord, you know, when he looked it up on the internet, on the chord charts. C add 9. Ozzy Osbourne has a song that goes again, I feel unhappy. He's adding the D note to the C. C add 9. Remember? C, D. But I'm in the next octave as such. Add 9. And then certain chords go together, like C, F, and G. C, F, and G. It's known as a 1-4-5 progression. You can go count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4 is F. Directly below the root. Flat 5, 5. G. C, F, G. So you can see how those E-shaped bar chords, and then you've got the A-shaped bar chord directly in the same bar. Okay, or boogie. Often these are the chord sequences. You're playing a 1-4-5 progression. Then you can look at chord progressions up on the internet. You got a C, an E minor, which is a minor third. You got a fourth, and you got a fifth chord progression. A 1, minor third, major fourth, major fifth progression. It's just whetting your appetites to how these things might fit in. C, minor 6, minor 4th, excuse me, a minor 2nd, a 4th, to a 5th. It's called the subdominant. The 5th chord in the 5th note in a major scale is known as the subdominant. Listen to this. You see how the 5th, the subdominant, it's hanging in suspense. Back home. Music theory there. There's all sorts of names, but I'm not going to Latin, or rather should I say Greek names given to these chord progressions, and what each chord is, the tonic and the dominant and the subdominant. But we're not going to get too concerned about that now. And then there's chord progressions. There's chords that fit together well, and there's sequence of chords that make it sound. the song sound sad immediately like I did earlier. But that's just what the human ear is picking up and sending signals to the brain. But yep. So there we go. A lot of information that you need to process, and I know that learned and skilled musicians and guitarists have said you can learn a huge amount of, let's call it basic music theory, but all you'll ever need, and it won't take you 2 years. And 2 years is just a blip in the ocean in life. But don't get despondent, because even the greats take a lot longer than what you might realize to have acquired their skills. I was watching one of the world's greatest sweep pickers in an interview, and he explains how he kind of found himself out of work for a while because he wasn't a good alternative picker that needs you go down, up, down, up, down, up, across strings on. And of course they do it a lot more. A lot better than that as well. And then sweep picking is where you go, your picking hand goes all in one direction. That sort of thing, but you've seen it all. That's an A minor, and there's an A, a C, and an E. Ace. It's a 5-finger arpeggio. Arpeggio is just a broken up chord. And a G major. You see, you need to practice these things a lot, but I'm just giving you, whetting your appetite. I'm not trying to show you how bad I am. Then you've got this legato where you're only hammering on. So I'm doing nothing yet. Now that can take a lifetime itself to, when done properly. I'm just showing you all the things you're going to have to go through. You normally pick once on each string as you change string. That's the objective. Then all these awkward shapes. This sort of stuff. But we'll go through that in future lessons, just giving you some ideas where all this can lead to. And of course, is your beautiful jazz chords. It's just an ocean of information I'd love to share with you, but I don't have the time right now, and I've probably given you enough to work on. I wish you well in your journey, and when you're working on something, I'll give you a lot of information. I've got to go buy breakfast now. But when you got nothing to do, pick up your guitar and work slowly through some of these concepts. And most importantly, grasp it mentally, because it's not all about the physical execution. A lot of it is about the mental understanding of what you're doing. Here, speaking, all go. That's technically easier than. I'm not warmed up, but. Oh, yeah. can't execute it because I'm not warmed up. But trust me, it takes a long time to get some of those skills, and it wasn't very well done. But you'll know what I mean when I do it for you one day. In context to some sort of a some sort of a jazz chord or something. Good luck with your journey. Cheers.